What's up, Internet people? This is Corey from Invest Like an Old Man. I just started my channel so that I can help people with the questions that they always ask me. People that know me personally know that I've been in the financial industry for 13 years, and quite often people reach out to me to ask me for advice on investing in stocks or investing in real estate. And what I found out is most of the time people don't like the answer that I give them. And so I decided to do these videos to save myself time, but also to help people educate themselves before they take that leap into the stock market or into real estate. I'm going to make a couple videos just in the spirit of time. I'm going to cut them down to 5 or 6 minutes each to make it easily digestible. I'm not going to have any fancy graphics because I'm not getting paid for these. I'm really just doing these to help people. So don't expect anything fancy on my videos. So the first thing I'm going to start off with today is some things that I think you should do before you start investing in the stock market, right? So people saw GameStop on the news, they see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies going crazy. And truthfully, what happens is people have FOMO. They have fear of missing out. They have a buddy who maybe made a couple bucks and they're telling them about it and they're sitting around thinking that they're missing out on these opportunities. Let me first tell you this, you're not missing out on any opportunities. The first thing is your buddy's probably lying, right? Unless they're showing you receipts, this is what people say. Yeah, I bought at the bottom and I sold at the top. Nobody's luck is that good. Nobody's luck is that good where they're always buying stocks at the bottom and selling them at the top. They're just lying to you. So let me tell you that first of all. So once you realize that people are lying to you, that kind of takes the FOMO away, right? If they're not lying, chances are they put such an insignificant amount in that stock or in that cryptocurrency that really they shouldn't be bragging about how much money they made because it's chump change at the end of the day. So before we get into that, I want to think about some things that you all should be focusing on before you start investing, right? And I'm not talking about your 401k. We'll talk about that in another video. I have a different theory around that, but specifically taking cash that you have and you want to get a better return on it because it's sitting in the bank. So the first thing I would say is before you start investing in stocks, you need to make sure that you have 3 to 6 months worth of savings. And depending on how much you earn a year, you may need 6 to 12 months. The reason I say that is because if you make if you have a $30,000 job and you lose it, you can probably find that job pretty easily and replace your income. If you make 70 grand a year, probably going to be a little tougher. And if you make over 100 grand a year, it's a lot tougher to find a job. If you were to lose your job, it's a lot harder to replace that income. So you need 6 to 12 months. So that's the first thing I want to say. The next thing is you want to make sure you don't have any credit card debt. I don't agree with what some people say where you have to pay off all of your debt because all debt isn't necessarily bad. The reason credit card debt is so bad is because you're paying anywhere from 18 to 25% on your credit cards. And you're not going to get an 18 to 25% return in the stock market on average. Anyone that's promising you that is lying. Anyone that's telling you that they're doing that is either lying or getting lucky. And that's not something that over a long period of time that you can bank on. And so it doesn't make sense to pay interest on a credit card at 22% and then leave that money on that balance there and then take your extra money and go put it in the market and get an 8, 9, 10% return. It just doesn't make sense. You're losing out. So before you start putting that extra money in the market, it's important that you pay down your credit card debts. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but you got to do it. If the goal is to invest money to actually make money, then you're giving away a big chunk of your returns by paying interest on credit card debt. So that's one thing I would tell you after you make sure you have your savings. Now, after you've done that, I'm okay with it. If you've got your credit good, you've got money saved up, you've got emergency savings, I'm okay with you taking some risk by putting money into the stock market in the form of individual stocks, ETFs, index funds, or other mutual funds. We're going to get into that in some of the other videos, but before you even think about buying cryptocurrency or investing in stocks, you got to make sure that you have a solid financial footing that you're standing on because stocks go up and down every day. And if you're investing money that you may need in a month or 2 months, even if it's a great stock, it could be down for no reason other than the overall market is down. And you're going to be forced to sell that stock at a loss because you couldn't withstand the short term ups and downs of it. You got to make sure money that you're putting in the market is not money that you anticipate needing in the short term. And short term for me, is within a couple of years. If you're going to need that money within a couple of years, a lot of times you're better off just being safe with it, not taking any risk, and putting that money into a bank account or a CD.